Imagine growing up in what one of them called the Fish Bowl, born to legendary crooner Eddie Fisher and superstar actress Connie Stevens. From Las Vegas stages as kids to Broadway, hit sitcoms, and confronting deep family legacies, their journeys are packed with talent, resilience, and the unbreakable bond of sisterhood. What was it really like growing up Fisher, and where are they now? Number 2, Joely Fisher. Born October 29, 1967, in Burbank, California, was destined for the spotlight. Her dad, Eddie Fisher, was a singing sensation with a voice that charmed millions, though his personal life, especially his 5 marriages and very public divorces, including from Debbie Reynolds to Mary Elizabeth Taylor, often overshadowed his talent. Her mom, Connie Stevens, was a beloved actress and singer, a dynamic force in her own right. But Eddie and Connie's marriage didn't last. They divorced in 1969 when Joely was just 2. From then on, Joely and her younger sister, Trisha Lee, were raised primarily by their powerhouse mom. Life with Connie was an adventure. The girls often toured the world with her, performing in her Las Vegas act from as young as 7. It was an unconventional childhood, swapping traditional schools for tutors on the road. Joely attended Beverly Hills High, later Emerson College, and even spent a semester at the University of Paris. In a beautifully bizarre twist of fate, she even lived next door to Debbie Reynolds, her dad's first wife, for a time. This upbringing, steeped in show business, marked by her father's absence. Rough growing up with a father who wasn't there, she's said, and guided by her hard-working mother, forged a resilient and versatile performer. Joely's big break came in 1994 when she was cast as Paige Clark, Ellen DeGeneres' man-crazy best friend on the hit sitcom Ellen. This role shot her to fame and earned her a Golden Globe nomination. She was front and center during the show's groundbreaking Puppy episode when Ellen's character came out, recalling bomb threats on set and the immense pressure Ellen faced. After Ellen, Joely continued to be a TV staple, starring in shows like Lifetime's Wild Card and Fox's Till Death with Brad Garrett. She also had memorable recurring roles on Desperate Housewives and Last Man Standing. Her film credits include Inspector Gadget and The Mask. And showing off her triple threat status, she hit Broadway, starring as Rizzo in Grease and Sally Bowles in Cabaret. Early on, she was even named Miss Golden Globe in 1992. More recently, Joely has stepped behind the camera, directing TV episodes, and has a feature film directorial debut, Oliver Storm and the Curse of Sinbad's Treasure, in development. Her personal life tells a story of seeking stability. Since 1996, Joely has been married to cinematographer Christopher Duddy, a nearly 3-decade marriage she calls the anomaly in Hollywood. They have 3 daughters, Skylar Grace, True Harlow, and Olivia Luna, adopted in 2008. Joely is also a stepmom to Christopher's 2 sons, Cameron, bassist for the band, Midland, and Colin. In 2017, Joely shared her incredible life story in her memoir, Growing Up Fisher: Musings, Memories, and Misadventures. It's a candid, often hilarious and heartfelt look at her unique childhood, the pressures of fame, and her complex family. She speaks honestly about her father, Eddie Fisher, recounting the pain of his absence and even a shocking childhood memory of witnessing his drug use. But the book also details a later reconnection with him, finding a closeness she hadn't thought possible. A central theme is the profound loss of her older half-sister, Carrie Fisher, daughter of Eddie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. Joely said Carrie's death in 2016 ignited the writer in her, and that the book was a cathartic way to process her grief. She and Trisha Lee have vowed to be there for Carrie's daughter, Billie Lourd. However, this blended family has faced public friction. In 2023, Billie Lourd stated she had no relationship with Todd Fisher, her uncle, and her aunts Joely and Trisha Lee, accusing them of capitalizing on her mother's death through interviews and books without consulting her. Joely and Trisha were not invited to Carrie's posthumous Walk of Fame star ceremony, which they said was a deeply shocking exclusion. Beyond entertainment, Joely is a passionate advocate. She's an artist ambassador for Save the Children, even traveling to Mozambique for them. Following in her mother's footsteps, Connie Stevens was also a SAG secretary-treasurer. Joely was elected secretary-treasurer of SAG-AFTRA in 2021 and re-elected in 2023, fighting for performers' rights. She's also an animal rights advocate. Number 1, Trisha Lee. Fisher, born December 26, 1968, in Burbank, shared that same whirlwind Hollywood upbringing with her older sister Jolie. Raised by their mother, Connie Stevens, after the early divorce from Eddie Fisher, Trisha was also on stage from a young age, touring the world and learning the ropes of show business firsthand. Like Jolie, she attended Beverly Hills High. Her acting career kicked off around 17 with the Burt Reynolds film Stick, 1985. She starred alongside Patricia Arquette and Jolie in Pretty Smart, 1987, and appeared in films like CHUD, Two Bud the Chud, 1989, and Book of Love, 1990. She also featured in the TV movie Bring Me the Head of Dobie Gillis, 1988, with her mom and sister, and, remarkably, in These Old Broads, 2001, which starred her mother, Connie, her father's first wife, Debbie Reynolds, and his second wife, Elizabeth Taylor. A truly unique Hollywood convergence. Trisha has been a familiar face on television with numerous guest spots on shows like Growing Pains, Seventh Heaven, Criminal Minds, and The Mentalist. She also had a recurring role as Denise on Till Death, the sitcom starring Jolie, highlighting their close working relationship. But Trisha isn't just an actress. In 1990, she launched a singing career, releasing a self-titled pop album, Trisha Lee Fisher, on ATCO Records, with a synth-pop, dance-pop sound. Tracks like My Heart Holds On and Empty Beach showcased her vocal talents, distinct from her parents' musical styles. More recently, Trisha has expanded into writing and directing. She co-wrote and co-directed the 2017 TV movie Sleepovers. She's also credited as a writer for the upcoming adventure film Oliver's Storm and The Curse of Sinbad's Treasure, which Jolie is set to direct, though this project has faced significant production hurdles, including an alleged extortion attempt involving hacked footage of Anthony Hopkins. Family is clearly central to Trisha's life. Her bond with Connie Stevens is profound, forged through those early years on the road and navigating Hollywood together. When Eddie Fisher passed away in 2010, it was Trisha who officially informed the Associated Press, and she was part of the unified family statement, expressing their love and loss, suggesting a reconciled, if complex, relationship in his later years. But perhaps the most defining relationship is her unbreakable connection with Jolie. Raised together, they've been constant companions and collaborators. They often appear at public events together and have presented a united front on sensitive family issues. This includes the painful recent controversy surrounding Carrie Fisher's Walk of Fame star ceremony. Trisha, alongside Jolie, emotionally refuted Billy Lord's accusations of them profiting from Carrie's death, calling the claims unconscionable and expressing deep hurt over the 7-year estrangement from her niece. She emphasized her long-standing relationship with Carrie, separate from the current dispute. Personally, Trisha Lee Fisher has been married to actor and musician Byron Thames since 2007. They live in Hollywood. Trisha has 2 sons, Holden Chabot, born 2002 from a previous relationship with Stephen Chabot, and Wilder Thames,